Hi everyone, welcome to Talking with Talamantes and Titus. This is a bi-weekly town hall conducted via Zoom, where student government leadership can share current happenings and reports. I'm Chief of Staff Hannah Rhymes, and I'm joined by President Riley Talamantes, Vice President Courtney Titus, and Joe Kitka from the ACES office. They're going to be talking with you all about how the ACES office serves students, some professional development tips over the J-term, as well as some updates on what ASUW has been up to over the winter break. We're going to leave some time at the end for questions, and you can submit questions by typing them into the chat in the Zoom room, or you can leave a comment on our Facebook live stream. If you're in the Zoom room, you can also unmute yourself and ask a question during the open forum section. I'm going to turn things over to our guest to talk a little bit more about the ACES office.
Great, thank you. And I really appreciate this opportunity because this is a great time to start thinking about looking for an internship, or if you're getting ready to graduate, a job when you graduate. And I think we get so busy, we forget that we need to take time to do these things. So this is perfect, and I really appreciate the opportunity. So what I want to share with you is just some quick tips on things you might want to do now as you prepare to look for an internship or a full-time job, or if you're going on to graduate or professional school, to get yourself organized to start to look for these opportunities. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the tools that you're going to need to be successful in this endeavor. So if you haven't written your resume, this is a great time to make a draft of that. If you do have a resume, I really encourage you to go back and think about how you can set it up so it includes a lot of high impact language, and that you're really talking about your experiences, because what employers are looking for is what you've done beyond your degree. So your degree is going to qualify you for whatever type of position you're applying to, but they want to know more about you. So look at your work experience. I look at a lot of resumes and I see that students sometimes sell themselves short on the work experience. You may be doing a job that you never want to do again, but what's important about that is, are you supervising people? Are you handling a budget or working with money? Are you doing customer service type work? And the big thing about that also is how many hours a week you're working, because if you're going to school full time and working several hours a week and you put that on your resume, that really demonstrates a work ethic and your ability to manage multiple responsibilities. Sometimes you get ingrained in your courses this semester and you forget about things you might have already taken that could set you up for success. So there may be some specific courses you want to highlight. There may be some specific skills. I think students often forget about that piece, but employers really do look for a skill set above and beyond the degree. So maybe you're in charge of your organization's social media accounts and you're managing those. That's a great skill to include. So think about the things you're doing in course and outside of courses that are helping to build that skill set. Same thing with specific projects. Maybe you have a capstone project you're working on. You're working in a team, give some description about that. And don't forget volunteer experiences. That shows that you have a commitment to something outside perhaps your career interest and that you're devoting time to it. I'm not sure you will have a LinkedIn profile, but that's an important part of your job search portfolio. So you want to make sure that you go in and establish a LinkedIn profile. There is a UW alumni group. Join that even if you haven't graduated. That's a great source of contacts, and you can post questions there. And alumni really like helping students because they remember their experiences as students. So don't be shy about doing that. Think about your summary statement, but these are things that are going to set you up to communicate with employers and really highlight what you've done while you're in school. You can go to the next slide, please. And then spring semester is going to look a lot like fall did. We're sad about that, but that doesn't mean that you can put your job search on hold. Employers are hiring. They're hiring for internships. They're hiring for full-time positions. So some of the tools that we have to help you, we have a platform called Handshake. If you've not gone in there, I really encourage you to go in and update your Handshake profile. We have some opportunities in there that you can search for internships, full-time jobs from all over the country, or you can limit your search however you want geographically or type of industry, or you can look for specific employers. We will have virtual spring job fairs, unfortunately, but this is still a great way to connect with the employers that are looking to hire. So in the Handshake platform, you can register to participate. You can see who those employers are. And the great thing about the virtual job fair is that you get a 10-minute session with an employer, which may not happen in a physical job fair, where you can really talk to them about who you are and what you bring to the table. So get ready to do that and just get comfortable practicing and speaking through networking and everything virtually. So we can help you with that. The best way to find a job is by letting people know that you're looking. And I think we are sometimes hesitant to ask for that type of help, but research shows that that is the best way to find a job. So let your family, friends, faculty, advisor, coworkers, anyone you can think of know that you're looking for an internship, that you're looking for a full-time job, and ask them to share your resume to help you make those connections. And then, like I said, just use us. We are here to help you. We have lots of advice and we have a lot of connections. I had a student yesterday I was working with. She's looking for a summer internship. I knew someone I could connect her with. Had she not connected with me, I would not have known that she needed that type of help. So we are all here to help you. There are career centers in the College of Business, College of Engineering and Applied Science. Our office serves the other colleges. So I think the most important thing is start to engage with us so that we can help you be successful with this. And then finally, on our website is where you're going to find the Handshake platform. You're going to find Epic. You're going to find Candid Career. These are all tools to help you as you start to engage in your internship or job search. If you're not sure what you want to do with your major, we have staff, they're called career counselors, but really it's the opportunity for you to have a conversation with people that can help you look at your interests and what your skills are and help you start to think about various career paths. I think everyone hates the word career because it implies that you have to know what you're doing for the rest of your life. That's not our goal. Our goal is really to help you start to think about all the possibilities out there and to start to focus in on either where you want to get some experience through an internship or a summer job, or where you may want to start when you start your career. Our career services staff, again, we can help you with your resume. We do a lot of mock interviews. We do a lot of one-on-one conversations about, again, those connections. Who do you want to work for? Where do you want to live? Just to help you start that process of looking for a job. I talked about Handshake. I really encourage you to go in there and use that platform. Candid Career is just a fun space to look. This has thousands of videos about people working in different career fields that you may never have heard of or know that are out there. And they give advice, but they're just short little videos that you can go in and watch. And it's just fun to kind of peruse what's in there. Epic is a self-paced learning platform with tips and videos on resume writing, LinkedIn profiles, all of those things that you're going to start to engage in as you look for your first job or an internship. And then our SOAR platform is where you can record the experiences you're having on campus and see the competencies you're building. So when you apply for graduate school, professional school, or a job, or go through an interview, you have specific examples of the things that you've done while you've been a student. Yeah, so I encourage you to get in touch with us sooner rather than later, but we are here all semester. We are doing Zoom appointments. We are doing phone appointments, whatever works best for you. But we know that students that engage with our office and the other career centers on campus are the ones that are going to be successful as they start to look for internships and full-time jobs. And again, COVID has changed a lot of things, but it hasn't changed the fact that employers are always looking for good talent and that UW graduates have a great reputation in the workforce. So we just want to help you get started and help you connect with what is out there and available to you as a student. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Joe. I am going to go ahead and turn stuff over to President Riley Talamantes for a couple of quick reports.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. So the only thing that I have to report to you all is just an update from the December Board of Trustees meeting. It was a special meeting to approve the spring 2020 plan. So not much happened other than that. Aside from that, however, there was an announcement that there was a reimbursement of unused student fees at the end of the December month. So if you were a student that got charged for that student fee package, you were reimbursed, I believe, about $141. And that's for the recycling fee, the music fee, and the athletics fee as well. So that is some exciting news. coming out of that meeting. But other than that, the board debated and voted on the spring 2020 plan for this upcoming semester. So Hannah, if you could go to the next slide, it does list here just in the schedule for the academic calendar, which means that since this was approved, school is going to start 2 days earlier. However, they will start online just to accommodate for students who are going through that limited contact period before face-to-face classes begin. There were, however, 4 board members did vote against this proposed academic calendar, just with some concerns about student engagement. So since that is a concern that they had talked about, we at ASUW will be working with some members within CECL to try and find some ways that students can get more engaged this semester, but also try to market some of the events that we have that will be coming up within the next coming months to you all. I was also going to say one more thing. Sorry, Hannah, I lost my train of thought for a second. But if you are a student that is returning to Laramie for the semester, Vault Health is issuing free tests to people who live within Wyoming. So if you are wanting to get an individual Vault test that you can do at home before you come back to Laramie, I highly recommend that you all log on to the website and order them, and they are free. They are also free to any Wyoming resident too. So if you have friends or family who are just in the area and maybe haven't gotten tested in a while, this is a really great opportunity for them to do that for free. So thank you, Hannah.
All right, thank you so much, Riley. I'm going to turn stuff over to Courtney to give some more reports on her end.
Thank you. So I have a quick Senate update for you all. The Senate does not meet over winter break, so there's not much happening over on my end of things. We did meet with the Intersession Oversight Committee. We met at 5:30 p.m. to realign our budget and to discuss how ASUW can best support students during this time when a lot is going on at the national level. So like I said, we don't have meetings over winter break, but we will reconvene on January 26th. And if you are thinking about getting involved in ASUW, you can get involved in the spring semester. Even if you're thinking about running in elections, you don't have to wait until then. You can reach out to me and I can place you on a committee. You can get involved in a project that we're working on. ASUW is supporting a lot of really interesting efforts, including food security efforts, cost-free menstrual products efforts, elections outreach, wellness and sustainability education and outreach, and lots more. So pretty much anything that you can think of that you'd like to get involved in on campus, doesn't have to be policy based. You can reach out to me and I can help connect you to that.
All right, thank you so much for that, Courtney. We're now going to transition into the open forum portion of this episode. And just for a reminder, those of you who are in the Zoom room, you can unmute yourself and ask a question, or you can type a question in the chat, or if you're watching on Facebook, you can leave a comment on the live stream with your question. We are going to go ahead and kick things off with a question for Joe. And that question is the ACES office open during the winter and summer months?
That's a great question. Yes, we are open every day that the university is open. And as I mentioned, we're doing Zoom appointments now. So feel free to contact us and schedule with any of our staff that you're interested in speaking with. But thanks for the question.
Thank you for that, Joe. I'll leave a few minutes for if anybody wants to speak up and ask a question. All right, seeing that we don't have any other questions, we'll go ahead and wind down this episode. I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining us for the first installment of Talking with Talamantes and Titus in 2021. We hope that you'll join us next time for our next episode as the semester gets more underway. And just as a reminder, ASUW Student Government is working for you and with you. That's why we're excited to continue sharing updates with the Cowboy community. I hope to see you all next time, and go Pokes.